Hello everybody, and welcome to my first ever Minecraft video. I just wanted to use this channel to share my builds and like this giant chest that I built, which I can't take full credit. I got the inspiration from Carves on YouTube, who makes uh giant builds like this, except in his video he added a bunch of redstone and auto sorting, and I'm just not that experienced in redstone, sadly. But today, also inspired by another Carves build, is I am working on getting a whole bunch of iron for to make a whole bunch of blast furnaces to make a giant blast furnace, kind of like his giant furnace build, but I just personally prefer blast furnaces better because they are faster, smelt ore faster. So I'm gonna need a whole bunch of iron to fill that, and also glass for another reason for what I'm gonna build inside there. I'm gonna build a giant lava generator in there in the basement of that build, or I plan to. So this is just gonna be me collecting resources while I talk about that for a bit. So my first story time is I just kind of wanted to explain a bit why it took me 15 years in the first place to play Minecraft. Because when I tell people that I only started playing Minecraft last year, I get a whole bunch of reactions to how did you not hear about Minecraft? Did you live under a rock? What's wrong with you? I'm surprised because this game sounds like it was made for you personally, and all of those are kind of right, except for living under a rock. I definitely did hear and know about Minecraft all those times, after all those years. I just simply wasn't interested. To make a long story short, I was just into totally different games back then. I was into fantasy RPG games. I was into quote-unquote cool kid games, because I was about 14 to 16 when Minecraft first came out, which many people now, even myself, would say that is the prime age to start playing Minecraft, but I just didn't see it that way back then, because edgy teenagers, and all that. Which I'm actually 30 now, which is even hard to believe sometimes for myself. So, yeah, back then I was just into, like, massively multiplayer online games like World of Warcraft, which took up, like, a whole bunch of my time in my life. There was a time, where I could tell you the entirety of the Blood Elf lore from World of Warcraft. If you remember that race, that was one of my favorite races to play back in the day. And even though I was mostly a Filthy Alliance player, but yeah, and then as I got older, my interest in games just started to shift to more creative focused and expression based games. Like, if you remember this other game that came out called, I think it's called like Tiny Cove or something. It's just like a very peaceful, idle building game that I occasionally pick up, and it actually helps cure my insomnia some nights, which also Minecraft also cures my insomnia some nights. And things started to change when I picked up Pal World. My girlfriend bought it for me actually, but I I played Pal World during a time when I was actually unemployed and looking for a job, and I just really got that game just really helped me to to not have anxiety after I have sufficiently searched that day from the job. And I just noticed that survival crafting games were my new favorite type of game. So why not play the survival crafting game, Minecraft, which one could argue inspired that entire genre of games in the first place. Sorry for the massive cut in gameplay. I went to go click pause on my recording and I apparently clicked stop recording, so the rest of the video was unrecorded. Let me get back to that now. So, anyways, after I picked up my Minecraft, it totally clicked for me, and I quote-unquote felt like a kid again playing it, which is kind of ironic because at first, earlier in the video, I said I brushed off Minecraft as being a dumb kid's game, and which I very much do not see it like that anymore. I remember even hearing something that like a majority of Minecraft players are actually my age or over 30 because, let's face it, a bunch of like people my age started playing Minecraft when it first came out and have that nostalgic hold to it. And which, when I started playing Minecraft, I started to feel that nostalgia for it. And I think that's just because of, like, all of the content about Minecraft in general. You hear the Minecraft music used a lot in even non-Minecraft related videos just because they're very easy to listen to, and I believe most of them are kind of royalty free. Not, well, maybe not royalty free, but it's a bit complicated, but I know I can't remember his name. I know it's like C13 something. He does not mind his music being used in videos and all that, and so there's a lot of elements of the game that are just pretty nostalgic for a lot of people, and myself included, oddly, even though I never played Minecraft. Well, I kind of lied. I played Minecraft a bit back when I was in high school, but when I say a bit, I literally mean about 10 minutes because my friend she kind of forced me to play on her Minecraft game, and I remember I did not like it at first, because first she had me play on like a massively populated server, and I just kind of felt overwhelmed with all the people, and some of the people were saying like, who's this noob here? Uh, like, and we spawned into, and she was like in a strip mine, much like this, so I was like, oh, what's this? Just like, you're just in a cave mining stuff? Um, she didn't explain it very well, and she did not give me a very good time first player experience. No offense to her, but it just was not a good way to introduce me into a game. But once I started playing Minecraft for real in about December of last year, that's when everything started to click for me. I don't play on my first ever world that I made. My first ever world is actually a peaceful mode world that I haven't gotten back into in quite a bit, and one of the reasons is I realized that I don't like peaceful mode as much because I did not know it'd be so hard to get certain items. Like, for example, string was one of the items that was frustrating me the most to get, and I had to get lucky by having cats like sleep with me in the game and pray and hope that they would drop me a stream in the mornings so that I could get so that I could craft some leads finally. And then even after I stole a whole bunch of leads from the Wandering Traveler, which I did not kill him. After I noticed the Wandering Traveler is really buggy and he's gonna lose his llamas a lot, so he just drops leads like crazy around him, at least in my experience. You guys really need to treat the Wandering Traveler better. He's my homie. He's my hometown boy. And I hate it when people kill him. But I digress. Just showing about how emotionally attached I started to get into this game, that I see people like abusing villagers or making villager camps, and I'm just like, no, they didn't do anything. But people just want to make the most efficient Minecraft base and all that, which is fine, but that's not my style, because as I said, I've played that high efficient grind in similar games like World of Warcraft in the past, and I'm just tired of it, and I'm just here to create this world, which over time I've started to treat this world like my personal journal. Doesn't infested stone mean that there's a stronghold nearby? Or something like that? I'm gonna keep mining this way. I know Minecraft players are like really scared of silverfish, and I feel like I'm gonna find them annoying. And I actually haven't found silverfish in this game until now, except for the few times I played on creative mode, which I have my own creative mode save where I just kind of build what I want without limitations. See if I build up here, is there anything? So that's another thing I want to do in this world. I want to eventually find the end, but side tangent aside, yeah, I just started to treat this world like my personal journal. I mean, even after I took like a couple months break from it, I didn't, well, I wanted to say I didn't do that thing of starting a new world, but I did start a new world, but it was a new creative mode world, and I got tired of that pretty quickly because I find creative mode to be kind of boring after a bit. It just seems like you're building without purpose, which one could say that a lot of my builds in here are without purpose, but they actually take some effort because I actually had to go out and mine all of those or make all those items to get those builds together. Meanwhile, in creative, I could just make everything like diamond or gold blocks. And that's mostly what I just wanted to ramble about today. If you had any other similar experiences with games, or if it also took you for some long time to get into Minecraft, I'd like to hear your story in the comments and tell me about it. And I will see you next time.